Hi, good afternoon. This is Taras here again, and welcome to the next episode of my YouTube channel. This episode comes a little bit sooner than I expected because I wanted to share a few things rather urgently. And let me start off with some of the good news. For those of you who have not heard, Scopely actually announced a roadmap, or rather updated its roadmap yesterday, and I'm quite personally excited by what they have promised. In particular, for those of you who know that I play other games, territory capture is a concept in Stellaris. I'm a veteran of EVE Online, and I like the fact that captured territory provides alliances with certain bonuses. It's quite exciting. Of course, there's very little known about the mechanics of this just yet, and my concern, of course, with Scopely is in the way it implements it. For those of you who are long-time Star Trek Fleet Command players will know that Scopely tends to screw these things up, pardon my language. And I'm also concerned that maybe these events will favor whale alliances a little bit too much, or favor certain whale players a little bit too much and not make the game fair. And mind you, I'm saying this as a level 46 player. So whether you guys consider me a whale or not, I guess I shall not deny. But I also do believe in fair play. I've made my views known in GC quite a few times about this concept of fair play. And so yeah, I take what you mean, but I do feel in general that what has been laid out is positive and exciting. I'm excited by this. Other things like personalized starship, I've asked for it. I really wouldn't mind a Romulan ship that is another color other than green. How about Bumblebee yellow and complete with racing stripes? Why not, right? If people are willing to pay for it, then go ahead. Ability to construct two buildings, yes, I think that's good. In fact, I don't think it benefits the high level players as much as it benefits the newer players, because it allows you to level up faster by being able to build more things. Officer away missions, well, this is interesting. I'm not quite sure exactly what they are talking about just yet. Last online status, well, finally, if they could get that done, that'd be great. It's a good way for alliance leaders and officers to tell who's active and who's not. More content along the way. Well, you know that Scopely, or CBS actually, its key partner CBS has bought over the rights for the entire Star Trek franchise, and I'm excited by it. The USS Discovery is one such franchise that came about from this acquisition, and I hope that Scopely will be able to make use of the Star Trek IP a lot better in the next few months or years ahead. I also like the fact that they've promised to have a little bit more balance in time. Actually, I hear from some of my alliance members as well as those other players in the game that they feel stressed by having to play so much or spend so much time in events and other things in the last few months. Well, I don't know if this means that relief is along the way, but certainly I think on the whole this is really a positive development, something that I encourage Scopely to continue to look at. So yeah, let me just restore my video. That's me. The other thing I want to talk about is the current PvP event, which actually I am quite happy with. The Rage of Klingon Houses event I think it's a step in the right direction. For some while now, for those of us in the Merge 194-195 server, Asia Pacific server, some of us have felt that the game has become far too congenial, far too friendly. Actually, you can have PvP and you can still fight while still being friendly. But anyway, I guess STFC has become more Star Trek Farmville as opposed to Star Trek Fleet Command in the last few months as a result of this. And so I think I welcome the PvP concept. In fact, I went to the Discord as soon as I learned about this, the server Discord channel, to sort of just check the other alliance leaders, how they wish to go about this. And surprisingly, 16 alliances voted for a free-for-all implementation of this event as Scopely had intended in all areas of the galaxy, with only one alliance saying no to it. And so the event went live, and we kind of put our hearts and minds to it, because NSFW, for those of you who do not know, is a raiding alliance. We tend to be a little bit more aggressive in stand, of course, we also by and large respect the ROE. Yes, there have been breaches. Yes, I acknowledge some of them. Yes, we've taken action against some of these against the culprits involved in these breaches. But we feel that the ROE is an important part of fair play. It is a key determinant in the kind of play environment and play style that every player, not just in my alliance but in every other alliance, actually gets to enjoy. And I like the fact that we agree on it relatively democratically, although there is of course a tyranny of the majority since it's one alliance, one vote in this matter. But that's it. I think we still stand by the server ROE and we've been abiding by it. So it is very disappointing in this regard for me to actually find out that there have been alliances that have not been so honest in the way they play this game. Truth be said, I generally did not want to bring this up until a member from another alliance accused my alliance of cheating. He claimed to have screenshots. As usual, his evidence is circumstantial, out of context, and of course driven by his own animosity towards my alliance. But that's not the key point here. The point I'm going to make here, and I'm going to show shortly, is that it is not just my alliance, or rather you cannot just accuse my alliance of cheating. I can tell you with a straight face, I'm looking at you in the eye now, that I am not aware of any of my alliance members that cheat. And if they do cheat, if you do see instances of cheating, please, before you go on GC and make baseless accusations, please approach me. In this case, in this particular case, I had actually already explained what had happened last night, and I even shared screenshots privately of my chat with the said player who willingly allowed us to hit his ships because of the way we fought, because of the way we raided him, and because we actually wanted to make sure he was aware of the game mechanics in this event, and we were not exploiting the fact that he was clueless. And when he found out what was this all about, he had actually given up on the game, but decided that, hey, why not just share or use some of the resources to help us. I really appreciate that, and I think I made a new friend online last night, and I'm quite happy to say that this is really what online games are about, making new friends, not new enemies. So here's a screen video capture of what appears to be collusion or even cheating on the part of another alliance. I believe the unallied member was a former member of this attackers alliance, and they're just using it to boost the score by sending out Stellas, one Stella after another to gain points. I brought this up only because my alliance was accused of cheating, and I just want to say that even after bringing this matter up with the other alliance privately, mind you, I am not like some players here who put everything on GC and make baseless accusations. I will leave it to that alliance to see what it wants to do, but certainly if it does nothing, it is telling us that it's condoning cheating. Cheating destroys the intent of this game. I know, and I've been told straight in the face by a key member of that alliance that he will do whatever it takes to make his alliance win, and that even includes spending huge amounts of money on this. I can say I respect him for that. I admire and envy even that his alliance has him to help it. But if cheating is the way to go, then I think everyone needs to know about it. And if he condones this, and if his alliance condones this, then everyone should know about it. It may turn out that my alliance has a few cheaters. Like I said, report them to me. Let me handle it. For those of you who know me from 195, you know how serious I am with these sort of things. I've actually taken pains, spent a lot of time. I even interviewed various parties, when accusations are made. I do not stand for cheating. Most of the players don't. It is an insult to our time. I don't care if you have more resources and you're willing to spend them. But that's one thing, but to cheat is another. Okay, I know there are some alliances that have collaborative arrangements, for example, Evo and Gut, where they allow a few ships to be hit from time to time. I think it's willing buyer, willing seller, because the alliance that gets hit actually loses points. So it does mean that the alliance has already made a decision not to rank in this event, and that's fair, that's fine. Okay, I think that's okay. But to get an alt or to kick out a former member so that the member can start boosting the score of your own alliance is another thing altogether. Maybe it's not cheating in your eyes. My viewers, even though it's just a couple of handful of you, you decide. Anyway, so like many things in life, you know, there's always a good and a bad. I'm happy with what Scopely has announced. I'm disappointed at what I see online. Ultimately, it's a game. I can have a couple of beers and call it a day and move on. But I just want to make it clear, you know, that if there's any accusations of cheating, please substantiate them. And screenshots do not tell the full story. Find out more, listen to their party. And if you still don't accept the explanation of their party, fine. You can go bring it out open, like what some of you have always liked to do. But once it's in open and we defend against these accusations, please do not throw insults at us. Alright, anyway, that's it for today. I've said way too much, perhaps more than I usually should. Some of my guys have felt like have called me a diplomat, and generally feel that I'm very diplomatic in my ways. But I think this is not time for diplomacy, not on an issue like this. Alright, have a great weekend everyone, enjoy the rest of the event, and I see you all there. Live long and prosper.